Now, if you are a person that thinks things are taking a little bit longer than they should do, maybe you should put your shoes on of our CEO and see exactly what he has to go through to try and realize the goal of what he's trying to achieve. And that is success for the business, but more importantly, success for the affiliates and users of OnPassive. And when Chris Johnson starts talking, this is exactly what he is trying to say to all of you. He's successful in his own right prior to OnPassive, but OnPassive is the only vehicle that you will need to be successful online at the moment. Everything is in place, guys. The foundations have been laid, are in place. The products, they're waiting in the background. There's just a little bit more to go. And when that go sign is dropped, you hang on to your hats. Back to you, Chris or Marty, or even Ashma Farah.
I'm good. I'm waiting for that guy to speak up, and I'm not talking about DeGarmo. I hear Marty all day long. There he is, Mr. Happy, Mr. Lucky, the man of the hour.
Oh, God.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I didn't plan to come here. I hope you're doing good. I heard my brother DeGarmo is unwell a little bit. That's what kids do to you. You should do what I did to my kids. I have them for sale. I feel the same. I lost my voice, but I am glad to be with you here for just a brief update. The update is simply I try to think of what can I share with you at the moment for today. There is so much going on now, and I felt I prefer to get back to my team and make sure that what I can share with you is okay. I have a few things I know they will thrill you, and I thought about the following. I can allow me to package and organize my thoughts. Tomorrow, Friday, we can be with Ron Hulbert and Minu. Roughly, I think 9 or so p.m. I'm not sure the time. I know they recorded and put it online, so no worry. We will make it available for you if the time zone is inconvenience for you. But hopefully, we'll be in a position where we can package and organize what we can share with you without getting into trouble. But all good news, because I don't come here to tell you what I go through or the company and our struggle. Perhaps that is something we deal with on a daily basis, and it's natural. We allowed that to happen. I'm not sure what was said and has been said before I got here, but if we want to go by normal business standards, we could have shut down OnPassive 2020. And a very simple reason is we grew up so fast that we got so much attention, and you're not allowed to in the corrupted market. You're not allowed to grow fast. You're not allowed to pop out of nowhere and help people change their life. You're not allowed to do that by the regular standards, and you're supposed to give up or complicit in that corruption. One of the two things. So to continue with integrity and have a fair business model that truly and genuinely helps humanity, that is not allowed. So one of the two options: either you give up you don't have room in this chaotic swamp. I talk about the market, or you go the crooked way. We uh, we were faced with that. In fact, as early as 2019, believe it or not. Okay, the symptoms, the signs started, showing up. People wanted to shut us down and all of that. They put a lot of effort, sadly. Uh, and I thought about that. I The concept of quitting was something strange. I didn't understand what it means. And then it continued after that. Everything intensified uh, to even add more pressure on you so that you can surrender and just either, again, complicit or walk away. You can save your life. You could do what's good for you. But the truth, you're going to let people, millions of people, you're going to let them down. You're going to disappoint them. And those who we created the whole entire concept of Unpassive for, uh, that's our purpose, those people. So to um, focus on the benefit of a few people, we become just like normal politicians. And politics in general, what it means basically, um, in a nutshell, um, the entire nation, any given nation, works hard and is manipulated to the advantage of a few that are incapable and that are unfit for most cases, and they have no skill, no talent, no genuine intention to change their own people life, and sadly, some cases, their country and people is the last are the last two things that they care for. And what happened is the entire nation with its resources, including the human resources, end up being slaves to the advantage of a few. That again, they don't know to do anything in life. They have no value. Talk, or the only skill that they have is how to scare you, manipulate you, so you can just again surrender and follow them, just like a slave. All right, that's what it is. Of course, there's some clean people, but they don't last. Chances we don't know about them. They try to do what we're trying to do. They really have a good intention. They want to make a positive change, create a good, impact. Um, but they're attacked constantly. Okay, they create scandals for them. They swallow them. Um, so that's how the market is. Just the same way. Just like politics in general. Okay, it's meant to have the vast majority, I don't have the percentage, but the vast majority, way above 90%, work for the few percents. That's what it is. To change that concept, those few percents uh, that they have the most power and control of everything, they will do anything they can to stop that threat to them. Uh, so, like I said, things intensified as we go, but after a while, you start like, why is everybody talking about just quit, do something else, or take care of yourself? Like a few, uh, just take care of yourself, or maybe the people who are surrounding yourself, and then, you know, screw everybody else. That's how they talk, just like politics, yeah. And then I questioned that concept, like, should I quit? Like, what does it mean? Like, why? I'm talking about back then. So once in a while, I start thinking, what does it mean? Like, what would it? Oh, no, no, no. What is that? Like, okay, very scary, terrifying. I don't allow myself to think about it. And then recently, I know something that I can control my thinking. So the minute I have that little devil crippling, crippling into my brain, I stop it. And I stop thinking about quitting. Thinking, okay. I don't even allow myself to start thinking that way. Um, and I go back to the basis. I will do things that no man ever done on earth. Never. Okay. Why? It just the only thing I will do. I don't have a purpose to be wealthy, create a legacy for a few, or the Mofares, or the Garmos, or just five, six people. No, or families. I decided a while ago, long time ago, even before I'm passive. I don't live for myself. It's boring, it's unfulfilling, and um, it's not fun. So the only reason I'm here and I continue this battle is because I insist to do it or die. And I am doing it. And when you have that intention, I think um, in a very miraculous way, definitely a gaudy way, um, positive things, powerful things get uh, pushed in your life. You never thought they're not your level. Things are way bigger than you. So you aimed for, let's say, this height, and then you get a sky high uh, potential steps in your life. They never occurred to you, and you think, God, I ask you for this. Like, why? Oh, whoa, that's too much. Easy on me. I'm happy that most of the garbage is, or to be truthful, it's the real um, market nature. I'm happy to tell you most of it is behind us, and because we've insisted to continue the journey, but of course we have to up our game. We must have protection because again, when you're growing so fast, those attacks are going to continue, and you need to have powerful people within. I can tell you the powerful people that we have within the company are unstoppable. They're unlimited in every possibility. Their capacity is unmatched. And I will prove it to you in a matter of a short period of time. You're going to see where we are today. We're at a level that we create things much faster, more advanced. I will see if I'm allowed to share with you like some of the um, turning points that happened. So, for example, like to have backups, Plan B, C, all of that, and how that worked perfectly, but you still succeeded in A and B. And maybe I can share that with you tomorrow night if if it's all possible. I want to. I love. This is my passion. This is all I do, by the way. I suck at everything else. Okay, but I love this, and that's the only thing I can do. Now, um, I can sum it up with a couple of statements because we're live, and I believe this is public. Uh, there is 1 billion% chances that Unpassive, starting this year, will start making a major paradigm shift in many sectors in the globe. And we grew so fast, but the other stuff that we had planned before or worked on before, we fortunately kept it away. Otherwise, that could have been attacked. So now we come up with things like, oh, okay, but it's too late to try to resist it. It's just my heart, okay? My heart wanted to make sure, no matter how, but of course in a clean way. That's the only condition, with no harm, with no violation, to do something good. So again, God will lead you, and I'm glad that we were able to pull this off. We can share some exciting news with you tomorrow, at least some of what they will allow me to share with you. But make no mistake, we are going to shake up the internet. This is the unpassive internet. It's forget the old internet. That's outdated. That's messed up. It's corrupted. It's complicated. It's expensive. It's abusive, manipulative again. But we have a better version now, and I think you're going to be glad to be a part of this. Uh, Perhaps I don't ask anybody to um, believe anything. Uh, I think if on passive, what if it was a country, it would be the largest country in a matter of a couple of years. If it was a country, it would be the largest population. All right, and but here's the thing. Let's think about this. Don't you think there are a few people in every country that you wish they're not there? Or like you would trade them from another country, or so the country of Unpassive is definitely the best of the best. So we have a collective or selective population rather than not just everybody. So China and India are the largest two populations, 1.4 billion. Uh, but definitely there's some people that maybe they hope they're not there. Okay. Um, that would be the Unpassive model. To have the best smart people with us. That's why I don't want anybody to believe or anything. We're just going to be the biggest, but with the best people. So if you are uh, swingy and doubtful person, a skeptical mentality in a negative way, um, we don't want you to be from our population, and you don't qualify for our standards. And you're going to miss out. But um, I never thought or ever mentioned that everybody should be with us. Everybody can benefit, or anyone can benefit, but uh, it's it's their choice at the end. And I hope my voice is. I'm trying not to raise my voice because it gets congested and blocked. Like I don't know why. I think Chris Johnson smells too good. But let's make this even more valuable. Since you heard me and my plan, maybe until then you can propose some of the thoughts or the topics. Okay, I think they last a couple of hours every day or every Friday. So they start at 9 until 11. Maybe that's 2 hours. Okay. And if I'm there, it's usually cut short because people start getting sleepy and they leave like within 12 minutes or 13 at most. But this disclaimer, Chris, okay, you have to have a red flag or like those on the beach. So tell me something. Maybe you could suggest my brothers here and everybody else. You can suggest a few topics or ideas to make sure that we, respectfully cover them. Okay. Um, I know things that are in your mind, like uh, the release of Connect, the commercial version, um, in one word, so that like you wouldn't have to wait till tomorrow. Um, we we sent it to the QA tomorrow, not Q&A. So we sent it to the testing. Okay, I'm sorry, yesterday. So by tomorrow we will have the first estimate of if there's any bug or anything. If all good, then it looks like we will be planning to go live. Uh, I don't think on the weekend. So healthier to be in the beginning of like a working day. So just in case when we go live. So the new O Connect will go with it's a fine-tuned product. It's definitely more stable, and it's redundant in every way. And of course, new design and some added features and some AI features as well. And we continue to add more to it. Um, I wish I could share with you another thing about video conferencing technology, but I will have to check on that part. If I can say it, but it's something will blow your mind. It's something that, like again, will thrill you positively because nobody would expect it. Nobody would expect it. It's beyond genius. To be honest with you, uh, we've got results better than hoped for. It's a different direction. Okay. So that is a topic. We can probably have a good estimate if anything wrong, if all good, you know. Uh, Typically, nothing goes perfect the first test, but they're minors, you know, not because everything has been tested individually. Now, the integration with the ecosystem and test, you know, all the components together. I will have a better update for you tomorrow on that. But everything is intact, on track. Like, okay, I think we're done. We're ready to go live. Okay, so we're testing that, obviously, to make sure that nothing drastic happened. And by the way, nobody's paying for that at the moment. Okay, so we kept extending that. I believe, believe it or not, tomorrow is March, almost 11 months ago or so when you had access to this O Connect. Of course, it got better with time. Some people just paid as little as $93 or $100, whatever, for the entire year and unlimited use and capacity, 10,000, I believe. Um, so we can address that. We can address the commissions aspect and more. We can address also other products that are in the pipeline to roll out, either ready or just awaiting for the Connect official release. Okay, so O-Verify should be also rolled out, which is not paid, so we're going to have more values that will attract the market. A few things are being revamped completely from scratch. Okay, which is a good thing. So we're not going to say like this is a new version. No, no, this is a whole different product. I'm not going to mention the details, not to discourage you from what you're using now. But we will only bring positivity and goodness to humanity. That is our motto, and we will not um, do anything else. This is the only thing we will do until we see. That's the only way we will settle, is when we see the world in a better place or look in better shape. I guarantee we will do that. I already know. I have the scientific evidences that what we have coming and what we've done is going to thrill you and is going to make you be proud that you are a part of this journey, the least to say. So, if you have something in mind, just collect those ideas. Let me know, and I'll make sure that I'm allowed to talk about them. I'll be happy to address them tomorrow. So it sounds like it can be very productive tomorrow because we can just get in business and just. I think it is so clear to anyone that we're um, so transparent that we have no reservations on anything. It just sometimes, for internal reasons and things are happening, you don't want to put the information too soon out, but we have no intention to keep anything away because we're proud of what we do. It's that simple. I don't believe in secrets. So take it away, and thank you for putting up with my voice. But tomorrow, maybe it will be better. So invite your fellow Pacifians tomorrow, and let's have fun. And bring a topic. We can hang out and talk. There's so much going on, and let's make it useful. Again, if the time zone is not comfortable to your schedule, that's okay. You can just try to watch the playback if it's available. Nothing like the live copy, or you could read if you like. But I have so much to share with you. Let's see what I can do tomorrow. Any ideas? What do you think I can check to ask?
Surprise us. Just surprise us. We like surprises.
No, we'll get a collection of what the thought is, Ash, so that you'll know. Give us a chance to think about it.
What size shoe does Ash wear? There's one question for you. What's your shoe size, Ash?
10.5.
I can use a gift. Somebody's planning to send me a shoe.
Yeah, be careful because you're getting shoes if you say it. Yeah.
Depends on what country they're in. So if they're in the US,
Minnow's gonna send you shoes. I guarantee. Anything I say,
I'll give you my size because I know.
What's wrong with my shoes?
We just was wondering if someone asked what your shoe size was. Mine's 10.5.
But what's wrong with my shoes, Minnow?
We can't ever see them. We only see your head. So I don't think you wear shoes. I think you wear moccasins.
They're proportionate to my head.
They do that. Is it slopey or what?
So 11.5. I don't know why.
I can use shoes, Chris. 15 triple E. Okay.
You might just give you. I'll just give you my water skis. Good Lord.
Yeah, I don't know what that translates in the UK. Red. 47.
47 will be, well, I'm a 44, which is a 10. So, yeah, 11 and a halves.
Oh, man, I wore
11 and a half, 12, depending on the brand. Some brand.
Yeah, I'm a 44, which is 10.
I didn't know what I was feeding my feet when I was growing up. But they were growing like weed. Sometimes they used to say my shoes at home. It's like Noah Ark. It's it's like a boat. It's not.
Today's Marty's 5th year anniversary with Impassive too. You know that.
Tomorrow, actually, 1st of March.
Yeah.
My grandson was born today, leap year day, I think, and Marty's 5-year anniversary. There's 2 ways to celebrate right there.
Oh,
beautiful. Oh man, I feel bad for those who. So his birthday is celebrated every 4 years.
Yeah, that's what my daughter was explaining that to me on the way back.
Perfect. We'll live to 400 years old. You know.
Oh, he was born yesterday.
Chris, do you know anything? I mean, I just need to know. Okay,
once my daughter leaves, I go back in this little bubble.
She's always feeding you the information.
She's my number 1 kid, right, Joey? I know you're listening, but come on. So now I'm a granddaddy 2 times over. Unbelievable.
Is this where we
Way to
say
go,
you don't
brother.
look old enough, Chris?
I'm old enough, trust me. You can see the gray hairs. That's why I'm wearing this hat.
Ash will set it up and
Yeah,
hopefully see you tomorrow. And that would be fantastic.
absolutely.
Yes, that's
And
what I plan to do, unless something, you know.
It's on good.
Are you going to
and
do it?
you were right on topic as well, Ash, because what you were saying to us is exactly what we were saying to everyone else.
Yeah, always.
Are you going to do it in your office, Ash?
First, you want to know about his shoes.
Well, no.
Then you want to know if he's going to do it in his office, whatever the freak that means.
I have not bothered him since I got to Florida. I was going to bring him a coffee or something. Look at him. Johnson, there's no way you're coming near me.
You want me to stop the recording, Ash?
Yeah, definitely, because the next thing I expect is he's going to ask about my underwear size.
No.
All right, it's done. I wish I could have got that before you said the underwear size, but that's you're a little too quick, Papara. Yeah.
Yeah. Creepy Johnson.
Creepy Johnson. Bad Ronald. It's Bad Ronald.
Bad Ronald. Oh, Bad Ronald.
My man. So good to see you. You look much better, definitely.
He has no suntan, though. I'm trying to figure that out.
I have a little burn. I mean, I was out in the sun for a little bit the other day, but I'm trying to stay away. The sun's not healthy for you. When I sat in the sun my whole life, but I don't want to have my friends that are older than me have skin cancer in their face. They got to get it burned off all the time. It's not worth it, man. I don't want to go through that. I'm here and there, and that's it. Look at Ash. I don't think Ash has ever seen the sun.
You think so?
If you're the most palest guy I've ever seen that comes from the Middle East, let me tell you.
Well, what do you think he does all day?
Well, I know that, but look how pale. I mean, that's good skin there. He'll never have a blemish or.
Look how pale. That's not a compliment.
That is a compliment.
God.
Yeah, that is racist, just to let you know.
It really is, yeah.
That is racist.
Flat, right up to the bone, yeah.
He has a preference.
He
And
does.
the lighter the color,
He does. He
the
does.
palette is his preference.
Yep. You pale face something. Yeah, he's missing the rest of it.
He's
Chris,
pale.
Chris, you know the expression "quit whilst you're ahead."
Oh yeah.
Okay. Have you seen Peter Srur?
Oh, he's
ginger.
yeah. Oh yeah. He's a ginger.
I will show you a picture for myself. I was ginger.
Really?
Then, believe it or not, then light brown, dark brown.
Peter's almost
Until
like listen.
it turned
Peter's
into
transparent, Ash.
So it's too dark brown, by the way, my hair. Okay, but almost natural black. Not yeah. Now, under this, it's whiter. But this has been so much under the sun, Mr. I live in the Sunshine State for now.
Yeah. For now.
But I've lived. I love outdoors, so that's why. And I never use protection, by the way.
Never?
No.
Good.
It's
No, we're
boring.
getting
I mean, let's not say never, but it's not a usual thing I do. Yeah.
I'm going shark fishing in 2 more weeks, dude.
Yeah, that's another reason I got.
I'll be sending you the
Charcoal.
pictures of what you're missing, just to let you know.
Yeah, you sitting there with a pole in your hand and no shark. Yeah,
Oh no, where they go is there's always catching sharks.
I do what I like to do. I'm making something for the crowd, not just for myself. So I enjoy.
There you
I
go,
enjoy
Chris.
that.
There you
There
go,
you go,
Chris.
Chris.
You guys did not do the reminder about no live streaming this because there's people live streaming it again.
They can do.
We kind of tell them not to because
Talk about my shoe size and my
underwear, shoe size.
You got the underwear in right at the end. Yeah, you did it. Made sure. What second?
Peter, sure, if the sun hits him right, you can see right through him. He's transparent. He is so light, it's not funny.
Even though he's living over where he
We
is.
definitely saw his legs, Chris. You know what I'm talking about?
But he does have the darkest eyes I've ever seen on a human being. His eyes are so dark. I asked him the first time I met him. I said, "Oh my God, dude, I never seen eyes that dark. Dark eyes, Egyptian. They got those dark eyes. Does Dr. Tarek have dark eyes like that, Ash?
Do you have a list of
I'm gonna
questions?
start paying attention. Yeah,
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
you gotta pay attention to people's eyes.
I am horrible at checking people's eyes.
You might want to
shoe
run
size
what you can because
and
he's
palate.
he's moving up your body, Ash. You know what I mean?
I'll start taking notes for you, no problem. Yeah, but I
Because that's
haven't paid
important. Yeah.
attention so far.
Yeah, in
Chris.
your meeting, make sure you tell them, "Hey, stand up. I want to see your shoes." Yeah.
You see, Chris, do you see what Peter just put?
I know. I
You
see.
want the
Shut up,
blood
Chris.
type, social security number? What else?
No, I don't want your social security number. Good Lord. I already got DeGarmo's, and that got me in all in trouble. Look how skinny Marty is. Isn't that unbelievable? His face, he's completely transformed. Look how thin your face is, dude. Your neck is coming back. You got a neck again.
You know, I haven't talked to him a lot in the last couple of days. He's getting on my nerves already. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
Yeah.
You made
Two days away from Chris Johnson. Now look at him.
Your turkey neck's almost completely gone. No more gobble gobble. You look good, man.
Thank you, Chris.
I got it. I got to lose it now.
You gained weight since you've been in Florida, haven't you?
Oh my gosh! All I've been doing is eat. Every restaurant around here, we go 15 times a day. It seems like. So, I did have a home cooked meal last night, which was really nice from my aunt and uncle. So, Swedish meatballs, man, was it good? They had a really nice place too.
Chris, did you get my message?
Yeah, I did. I replied back. You have size 12.
I never listened to your.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
15 Triple E, Chris. Tell.
Team Triple E. Don't tell Manouche. You're gonna send you a set of shoes now. What was Ash? You guys only size 10? Red, you got only size 10? As tall as
I'm a 44-10.
So like, really, you just might fall over if the wind blows right because your feet are so tiny, right?
You know what we did?
Size 10's not tiny.
We begged that Chris would come back in time.
Yeah, you begged me.
And now after this, I want to.
We're regretting it now. That's
after this, I want to talk to God and retract some of my prayer. Okay.
Dude, you should have seen how fast I was going the last 10 miles. My daughter's going, Dad, slow down. I said, we're fine. It's only 80. We're doing good. There's no police around. This thing cruises. The faster I go, the more smoother it rides. I'm not kidding you. It's pretty fast truck. It goes.
Mr. McBarr, we will pack the house tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And it will be good.
Well, only winners, okay?
That's all we do.
Do we have...
No, wait a minute. We'll have all winners and Chris Johnson.
That's right.
I'm just kidding.
Someone's got to show up. Now, we have the 10,000 limit. We're going to use Ron's or minnows, or do we have a bigger one we can use?
No. We'll be okay with 10,000.
I could...
No, I know. See,
I can send you a link, yeah.
See, that's what I said. Let's use Ashes and let's get everyone. I want to see more. For once,
I'll make them the co-host, yeah, sure.
20,000, man.
Okay. Yeah, send it to me, and then I'll...
Good
because
Lord.
I'm going to do something.
That sounds fun. All right. Go do some work. Gosh, go do something, will you? I love
look how he learned to ignore you.
He did. He's real good. He's getting real good.
Like his hearing thing is completely off.
He's because he's talking to the tech team, saying, "What can I say? What can I see?" I know he is.
No. He'll know that tomorrow.
Tell him I said hi, Ash. Thank you for all the hard work. Actually, I could. Oh no, wait. I'd come down and hide your band, buy him out coffees. But I know you take very good care of that. So
I just want to give you a news flash. You cannot go there in your camper.
I know.
Ash, whilst you're here, how do you pronounce the new professor's name? Ayman Rashid or Rashid?
You did a good job. I heard you. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Is it okay? Is it? I wasn't sure how it's meant to be. So yeah. That's good then. So it's Ayman Rashid.
We call him Dr. Ayman, yeah.
Yeah.
There are a few other ones are a little bit more difficult, but there's another genius. He's been with us, but now we're bringing him to the public stage. Frank, Mr. Frank, he's a Cameroonian living in the UAE in Dubai. But he focuses more than Bob and Oliver. And
I got it. I got it. They didn't get it. They completely missed it. Marty, you missed that one.
What?
See, you didn't even hear it. He says they.
No, Dawn just walked in.
Ash said he focuses more than Bob and Oliver.
Oh, he knows. Yeah.
Oh, he completely missed it. Ash, it went right over his head.
It's only Bob that you have to be careful with focus.
He's getting
but
better.
like Cameroonian, that more like not. You're not gonna tell Cameroonian.
Collins, don't make me get Collins in there.
Collins will be there all night. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Well, no. Mr. Frank is not coming tomorrow night.
No.
Saturday morning there. But I'm just saying that's another name. Easy to say. There are a few difficult ones, but there's some easier.
How's the family, Ash?
Last I checked, they were still with me, but they seem up to something. Every time I check if they're still around.
Once you get everything rolling, can you please fix I-4? That is the worst road I've ever driven on in my life.
My wife was telling me yesterday that she stopped thinking that my life is going to get any easier, and that's not a bad thing. She said we were practically discussing like how could we cope up with this, because responsibility is increasing, passion is increasing, I got crazier projects are coming, so it's not going to get any lighter for my schedule. So we were just thinking how can we sustain through that with the family relationship and myself and my health. No, practically doing that, not like in a way to complain or no. It's before we used to think, oh, like you think now, Chris. Yeah, it's like you get things rolling. No, it's not going to slow down. It's going to intensify it constantly. So that is not something that is going to happen because work doesn't finish. I mean, and we're not here permanently. So in that little time we have, we want to do everything we can. Make sure like the day you check out is like, make sure you have a good conscience that you did everything in your power to do good.
Amen.
Yeah, that's why time matters. It's the only thing you cannot recycle. Time. It's precious. So, yeah, things are not gonna be ever easy or light on my side, and it's my choice. I'm happy with that. It's just I have to learn how can I sustain through that
Right.
or get better. Doing good so far.
Well, you look good. That's what's important.
Yeah.
You are getting a little long on the top again there, boss. I think you need a little trimming again. I'm going to send over my barber. She'll take care of you. I went to an 80-year-old barber over here somewhere in Orlando. I can't remember what it was. She cut my hair because my hair got so long, and boy, was she funny. I'm going to send her to you. You'll like her. She's got a good spirit in her.
A lady barber.
Lady Barbara, at least, okay, I'm going to say about 70 years old, 70, 72. She did a pretty good job, though.
When did you do that? Today?
No, the day my daughter came, a week and a half ago.
Can I see?
Oh, it's all hair. I'm all mad at it now. But
did you pay her by the acre or?
Yeah. She should have got
By the
life.
pound.
She should have got life. No, really, she didn't do a bad job. It's just I got hat head right now. That's all. See, I like my hair short. Not as
Yeah.
short as red, but short.
I don't get a choice about my hair being short or
Yes,
not, Chris.
I gave you that'll grow all your hair back. I gave you the solution.
Yes, I'm not going to do that, by the way.
So you try it. It works. If you hear it, listen. It's stress causing you to keep yourself groomed like that. When you hear red every day, that's a little stressful.
Chris, she's going to kill you. Can I just say that? When she meets you, she's going to kill you.
I'm making her famous. Let me tell you. Everyone calls me and says, "Hey, say red." They want me to do it every time now.
You know, the crazy thing that there 4,000 people are listening to us right here. But
That's kind of funny.
yeah, but hey, we're human, right? This is what we talk, and sometimes, we miss our brothers and sisters, and we just want to have a normal chat.
Yeah, I'd like to see 20,000 tomorrow. That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, okay, you can do that.
We can do that. Just got to push it a little bit.
We know ahead of time. We'll get a lot of people.
Yeah.
So for me, 2 haircuts and my hair, I can make a pillow with it.
That's right.
2.
You watch by next Monday. I'll say, give it a week from Monday, it'll be all bushy again. My hair just grows. Do you want to hear something funny, Ash?
Yeah.
I went to Miami the other day. Me and my daughter jumped on the super train.
I heard that.
It was fun. And we took that boat tour that shows you all the celebrities on Star Island and stuff like that. And guess who had the biggest house in that area? It was a guy, you'll know his product, but you won't know his name. And his house was, this is 3 acres.
I know a few in there, and there are many Latin people too.
No, the guy that created the little blue pill.
The little blue pill. You're talking about Viagra?
Yes. He's got the biggest house there, and his greenhouse is.
So he's from Visor?
Yeah, I don't know where he's from, but all I know is that little blue pill must really do wonders.
I don't even know his name.
Wow, the blue pill makes everything big.
George Crush, something. I mean, it was George Crush, I think. They said you won't know his name, but you'll know his product, and I couldn't.
How big is his own?
I'm sitting down.
That's just
was it standing tall in front of you, Chris?
Yeah, before he took the pill, it was just like a little cottage.
Was it high and erect in the sky?
Yes, it was very tall. Very tall.
I don't think he heard.
It was a very stiff structure, Ash. It was a very stiff structure.
So was it erected high in the sky?
It was erected really high. Oh, I'm not kidding you, Ash. I was blown away by that. Here you have, listen, Gloria Estefan, the soccer.
Gloria Estefan, I've seen her home. Yeah.
Yeah. The soccer player. Who's that big soccer player over there? Red. Beckham.
Beckham's got a place there.
Will Smith.
But also, Will Smith.
Will Smith lives there. He's actually there. And Antonio Banderas, he's got a really beautiful home. J-Lo,
of course.
They live
and Mark Anthony. Yeah,
Mark Anthony, yeah.
Husband, yeah.
Ooh, beautiful places, man. Right on the water. It was. I like Miami. Miami's my kind of town.
Did you see mine, Chris?
Hey, Ash Mufara, he used to live there too.
You lived in Miami?
North Miami, you could say.
I think Miami's gorgeous, man. But there's some taking that. Have you ridden that train yet?
Say it again.
Have you ridden the bullet train yet? The super train you got to take.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, your kids would probably like it, but it's pretty cool. Better than driving 2 hours from here to get to. We had to drive.
Oh, you went with the train or the RV?
No, had a Uber driver take me to the airport, and they have their own station, like a plane station. It's absolutely beautiful, and you get on the train there, and it takes you right to Miami. It goes to Fort Lauderdale. It makes like 5 stops, but all the way to Miami. It's really cool.
How long?
I think it was 2.5 hours. But the reason it takes long is because you make a lot of stops along the way where they let people on and off. but it probably goes about 90 miles, 85 to 90 miles an hour because you ride right next to like a 70-mile-an-hour freeway, and you're way past these people. You're going by pretty fast. But sure beats driving. I thought it was a lot of fun. What is that? 2018 plus? I get it. I get it. Boy, we just ruin everything, don't we? Bad Ronald.
Below average intelligence, stay here. If you're intelligent, please. You'll be
Please leave.
disappointed to be here.
Come tomorrow. Come tomorrow for the real stuff.
Yeah.
But that I really liked the boat ride. It was probably about 90 minutes long, and it was a beautiful day. And then we went over to Margaritaville and had the big lava chips or whatever. Oh man, those are good. It was a lot of fun. Lots of fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, brother. You deserve it. Yeah, especially after that trip. And
I still feel a little bit. Not bad though. I'm actually doing really good, I think.
Yeah, you look good. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God, absolutely. Watching my daughter out there. She's sitting with my cousin Lee outside well, it's not sunny here. It's actually really cool here. In Orlando, or where I was in Sun City, it was gorgeous. 80 degrees, solid sun. And they live
when? I'm sorry.
Where I went to see my aunt, they're what do they say, north of Tampa or south of Tampa? I can't remember, but beautiful neighborhood. And they got like a big pond in their backyard. And this morning there's a 9-foot gator swimming across, which I thought was cool. He said, "Don't let your dog out there because that thing will grab your dog." So I thought about it for a second.
Red, ask Jane if she has an extra map to send it to the guy here.
Yeah, I will.
Red.
A little TV.
Little TV.
TV for you, so you can check the weather.
Yeah, she's gonna.
My daughter and her husband are. So you don't have.
If I can help out, I certainly will.
Yeah, he's a big soccer dude. So.
Yeah, Man City, which is really rare, to be fair, for somebody overseas supporting Man City. Normally, it's Man United.
His degree is in sport.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, but he's a teacher. Yeah. But that's what his actual degree is in sports broadcasting.
Normally, over towards Dubai and Middle East, there's a lot of Manchester City supporters because of Etihad, and they're sponsored by Etihad and that. So,
good kid. Good kid.
Hey, Garmo, how's Jaden doing?
He's
good.
His legs are cleared up. They had him on some kind of stuff for a week or 2 weeks. They have no idea. I mean, it was pretty bad, but yeah, his legs are better. He got other problems, but nothing. He's got anger issues, but we're working on that. So,
grandpa issues. I don't know how your grandkids are should be perfect the way you are, Marty. You're such a perfect guy.
Thank you, Chris.
I mean it. You're a good guy, dude. You're a good guy. Red now, on the other hand, that's a whole different story. All right, Ash, you got work to do or what? Or you just want to hang out with us for a while longer?
Just a couple calls. I'll be good for the day. I'm not kidding.
Just a couple more calls?
Yeah.
What is something that you all really want us to know? What is something you all really want us to know?
No, don't go there. Wait till tomorrow night.
I'm not talking about a passive.
No, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Just whatever he wants to tell us that he wants us to know. Nothing about it. It doesn't have to be about a passive. He's thinking. See, I got his brain working again. It was stalled for a second. He was in that little bubble again.
I got one for you, Ash. In the last 6 years, it's almost 6 years. When did you realize? Was there a specific event where you said, "Wow, this is bigger than I thought, and I'm going to go from what I started to where we are today? Was there
It
any
has.
dip?
It happened multiple times, and every time, like you're, ironically, it's like you're in the midst of a chaotic uh, theme, and you feel like the sky is falling, and it's dark, and like whoa, whoa, and then some light beam shows up. It happened frequently, multiple times. So it happened as late as this morning.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah. No, no kidding. Something was stuck for a while, and uh, we just had a random question, and a couple of days ago, or probably a week ago, and we got confirmation. Wow,
Beautiful.
it's unbelievable. So you think sometime, wow, it's definitely bigger than you wished for.
Do you think
So
perseverance has had a big impact in where you are today? Just that dog-headed perseverance of pushing forward all the time, rather than acceptance of the norm.
that's one thing. It cannot be one thing. Mostly it's a set of leadership qualities that you have to have the mind capacity and uh, mindset as well to be able to sustain throughout all those arrows, if you wish. Um, and you have to have a bigger vision than these passing clouds. So you constantly want to zoom out and think about the big picture, and that will give you the perseverance. For example, that's one thing, but it's one through many things. I have to tell you, we go back to the basics, and I believe the character is everything. So the fact that you want to do and produce something that is clean, and you want to be truthful to your words or statements and all of that, it's constantly important. Sometimes things cost us a lot, and I just mean more than money, time, energy, and all of that. And others, while they're working on them, I'm talking about uh, really qualified people work. I say, why do you have to do that? It's like, what is the return on that? Well, because we said it. Maybe it wasn't that wise, but we just want to. So you end up paying a high price just to keep your word, and something that you realize it can be done differently. But um, so to be honest and to be um, with good ethics, far beyond you know than just building a business. It's more important. So the character is important. So that is probably the good compass, if you wish, that is always steering us back. So you zoom out, you think who you want to be, okay? Because you have to have clarity on who you want to be and where you want to go. Uh, Not because it's easy to get distracted by the daily happenings, okay, and just end up in a different direction. But we have a clear standard and roadmap that we want to go somewhere. It's not just for us, and it's easy to get back on track and make sure that you are doing the right thing. So that is the scale on which way do you do it.
What a great insight.
Thank you. I don't think just uh, typical business mentality will be able to do that. Again, a big challenge is what you're doing or the style that you're doing it is um, uncomfortable for the norm. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is like you're growing too fast, or you grew too fast. That whoa, 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 all the sirens are on, and okay, so there are a few things, and if you think about them, they're not big. They're not bad. Like It's not a bad thing what we're doing. So the challenges are another evidence and confirmation that and validation for our um, direction. If it was possible that we don't have to go through this and we have options out there, believe it or not, I'm not that complicated. I will choose the easy way. Okay. If there was an option that forget on passive, outside on passive, if there was a different philosophy or strategy that aligns with our principles, I'd be all over it. I'm not interested in the drama.
Yeah. Goes with the territory, though, doesn't it? Unfortunately, sometimes, when people start noticing you and you end up becoming, I don't want to use the word threat, but when
Threat.
business,
It is a threat. Some people will bankrupt.
Yeah.
And businesses. And not because we wanted to do that, it's just because people are going to realize, and we know they will realize, this is a better option.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And consumership will drive that anyway, whether they like it or not.
Yeah. And when things get tough, another pill I take, my son made it up, Chris. He sees things, like that, and busy and overwhelmed, and he says, "Why don't you chillax a little bit? Chillax,
Good.
chill, and relax."
Give him a high five
Makes
for me, will you? High
makes
five. Give him one.
makes a chillax pill. So I take that every other day or so. I chillax.
There's a saying in the kitchens that my niece used to say, "Pressure is for tires only."
That's good, Red. That's good. I like that one. You got to give him a high five for me, Ash, because that's chillax, Dad.
Chillax.
Yeah. He's a character for sure. Dangerous. So the turning point, yeah, and what else? Chris, aside from profanity.
No profanity. No profanity. My daughter's driving me nuts right now.
Okay, well, hello, and enjoy your day. Chillax.
That's what she's gonna tell me. She tells me that all the time.
Do you need any other? What other masters?
This. Hold on. Keep talking, you guys.
So who's going to be there? Minu, Ron, is he?
And a few thousand other people.
So I apologize. We've invaded their show without permission. If they,
No, they're already happy. Don't worry about that. They're fine.
I don't know who else will be awake at the time.
We're gonna make sure the entire world is
I'll
awake.
make sure I'm there. Collins will definitely be there.
Yeah.
Collins, he doesn't sleep.
We'll have all the special people on there that you love to dear.
We'll take care of it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and we'll get a list together for you.
Yeah.
We got to teach you a new song, Ash. Ready? On the road again. I was singing that driving there. I can't wait to get back on the road again. My daughter was playing my music on her phone today, and I thought, where'd you get these songs? This is from the 80s. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool to cruise with your kid. It'd be cool. It'd be even better if my son and grandsons were here. That would be even a lot more fun. But I'm going to need a little bit bigger bus if I got to put them. Maybe 2 more years, I'm going to get a 40-footer. Because this is fun, I got to admit. There's some stressful, like I showed my daughter today when it gets real windy, because I wanted her to drive it. But because we were in such a hurry, I will do it when I get home. But when that wind hits you, it kind of throws you real hard. You gotta pull yourself back. But pretty cool. It's nothing like running an entire global company, but it's a little more fun, I think. I just put gas in it and go. That's my only saying I can say. Look at him. He's in his own little bubble again. Look, he went right back into that bubble when I talk. You
I
know?
was thinking about the European market. Red, what do you think uh, will be interesting for the European market this summer to happen that can be more engaged and excited because statistics say that our biggest market is, believe it or not, Asia, okay? Considering India, Bangladesh. Secondly, will be Northern America, US, Canada. And third will be Europe. But not one country makes up that. UK, of course, it's always big in business. But UK, Ireland, Netherlands, Germany, of course, Hungary. There are a few countries. Okay, so and then Africa. How could we connect better to be more appealing to the European market?
I think Europe is a multinational melting pot anyway.
True.
There's no other land mass that is so close together that has so many different languages so close together. You take America, they basically speak English and Spanish throughout the whole of the North and South America. Middle East, obviously, Arabic, and a few other languages as well. And then you go through Asia, which have their own language. But within Europe, you've got probably best part of 10 different languages within a very small land mass area. So I think if you're going to target the Europeans, having something that is going to be appealing language-wise for all of them that they can understand, that for me would be a really good way in, because you could promote that. And obviously with what's happening with OConnect with the auto translation, I've been saying it for a very, very long time. I think that is going to be the biggest hook as far as what people are going to be interested in, because most businesses that I know of larger scale have people in different European countries, and predominantly they have to do their meetings in English, and that's not always the best option, but it's the only option that they have. And if there is things in place where you are appealing or the way that people will be looking at it saying, yes, we can really utilize these products because of this, then I think that would be certainly something that they would look at.
That makes sense to me. Thank you.
You're welcome. And of course, I don't know what the other products are yet, so I can't really comment on that. But that's for me, is because we're very close to all the other nations, but it's definitely the language barrier that separates us all, if that makes sense.
Yeah. There's a product for sure is going viral this year, 2024, all over the world. I guarantee that. Don't say the name, okay? But I don't know if I've ever told you, but Ovatar.
Ovatar. Ooh.
That's a must-have on every single device.
Have your own Ovatar. Fantastic.
It is ingenious.
Did you say Bobatar or Overtar?
Ovatar.
Avatar, change
Avatar
it
with
with
an
an
O.
O.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I thought you said.
That's what we do.
That's all we do. We just change it and put an O on it.
Replace,
That's it.
you know, how is Academy? Same thing.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas now.
Academy.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, Ash. You ready?
Avatar?
Nope, it's going to be a big stamp, and it's going to have a big O, and you're going to stamp everything. Oh, be a perfect for a desk thing.
I get it, yeah.
You know how you like they used to do approved. You're going to have a oh, that'll be your stamp of approval. The O. I'm always thinking the little stuff.
Yeah.
There's only one product that doesn't start with O, Chris, so far that we know of. What's that, Chris?
The only red. I don't know. The only product that doesn't start with O.
Yeah.
B starts with B.
Starts with B.
Barbecue
I
sauce.
didn't say that.
Barbecue
Yeah.
sauce.
On Joy for a start. That's not O.
That's an O.
On.
On.
Enjoy.
Mm.
O-N.
Yeah.
But starts with an O.
Right.
Yeah, I know it starts with an O, but it's not as a O. It's not O Joy.
Yeah, there's another one also with on, but let's not say it.
Okay. And what's
There's
the B
another
one then?
on, but it's like on passive.
Ah,
No, it's no B. No, it's not. I get what you're saying. Okay, it's not O something. It's on something, but still the letter O.
true story.
Yeah,
It's all gonna start with O.
I love the on. I love it. It's
Yeah, I do.
it's energy. It's active.
Look at it.
Was it your wife's or your kid's choice? That I think it was, wasn't it?
Who's collective? Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a few names. My son is obsessed with robotic things and blaze and codes and things like that. I wonder what he's gonna name his kids. Probably there would be a code or a number,
What?
like Elon Musk.
That's why he loves Marty so much. You know that, Red? Why? Marty DeGarm. Oh. Marty DeGarm. Oh. Come on, that was funny. Look, he goes right. You notice he's been going into his bubble when I'm talking. You see that, Red?
I think that's just called ignoring, actually, Chris.
The tech team was saying, "Will you tell that guy to shut up?"
No, but I'm sure 3,356 people are.
Yeah. Let me see. Are they chatting? Maybe we could see if they're interested in more things because we cannot dictate what the rest of the conversation. So let
Yeah,
people.
somebody was asking me about booking.
Oh, booking. Yeah.
Is that going to be to do with travel?
We had a discussion yesterday about that. Actually, was we had a meeting for some. So what we have is we've created a couple of things, but yesterday we had a discussion. We want to merge them. So there is a concept of the travel, just like hotels.com or booking.com or portal, basically for car rental, for rooms and flights and things like that. Okay, um, with other exclusive options for Impassive. So that's one side of it, and there's another uh, for the professionals to have basically their calendar management. Okay, booking appointments. This is much needed. So the discussion yesterday was to see the possibility of combining them instead of having two, but they're not necessarily the same concept. What's your say on that? So we can have two separate one, but it's one could be that better. And that's the on. So for security and so what's your say? Oh, booking. I mean, we forget the name.
Is ticketing going to be involved as well for O booking? So like concerts and that type of stuff in O booking.
Yeah, that's the travel. So let's say one is
Yeah.
O travel, and one is basically the managing your agenda.
I mean, I suppose
Do you see a link, or they should be standalone products?
What do you reckon, Jane?
For what?
Calendar standalone from the O booking or included?
Should have Robin on here for that question. What do you think?
Good question. Yeah. Where is she?
She's probably here. Where you at, Robin? Let me see if she's hiding. Wow. A lot of people on here.
Can't you just get one link to the other?
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah.
Robin. All right, let's see. Robin Noble. Make speaker. Here she comes. Come on, Robin. Marty, I don't know if I can make her. Yeah, there it goes. I think I got her.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Robin.
All right,
Robin.
time to go.
Oh, she just came quick. Hello.
Fast.
How are
Hello,
you?
Ash. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. 316. Thank
Better
you for
to
the
see you.
inclusion. In response, Ash, I think it's better if you keep them as two separate identities.
And you're paying attention. Wow.
Of course.
Man,
Everybody is leaning toward that direction. Yeah.
I think
I
the
like
importance,
simplicity, but sometimes less is more.
yeah, I think the simplicity, though, of keeping the appointments separate, everybody will use that for different industries as well, personal, as you say, and professional. I think the travel side of it gets it can potentially become quite busy and complicated. And I think putting them together, I think would cause a bit more stress, both on how it's done as well as maneuvering through the site. Keeping it separate, I think, would be a better, easier way.
I hear you. Sometimes it's needed to be merged. I'll give you an example. There's like something about the concept of information, and there's a concept about automation. That is necessary to be in one. Okay, so there's a concept we have, so we call it omation.
Of course.
You got it? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So that in that event is necessary to have a combination.
Absolutely. I think it depends also how deep you choose to go into the travel components. If you're keeping it just for somebody to go in and click on a few things to get the information, then I think your idea of merging the two together, perfect, because then you're also storing what you're looking at within that other platform of appointments and timelines, and that sort of thing. But I think if you're going beyond the searching and that sort of thing to an actual application of where they can book in terms of having an agency within the platform, then I think it would be easier to keep it separate.
Understood. What do you think of Avatar?
Absolutely necessary and greatly appreciated, and I'm looking forward to it.
Anyone can bet me on that is a viral product, probably one of the quickest viral ever.
I would bet on your side. not just because you're Ash, but definitely with what I know and what I'm seeing going on out there. And
if I
being able
explain it to you or to anyone, obviously, you're going to see, huh, that's one of the things when you think, never thought about that, but it's so much needed.
Why,
I
why
thought it
didn't I
exists.
think of
Yeah, yeah. And it's when it's like that, that is a viral thing.
Yeah.
When you think it's already there, okay, but the way you do it, obviously. So it's good to chillax once in a while and come up with ideas.
Brainstorm is always good.
You're gonna run with that chillax, aren't you, for a while, aren't you, Edge? Huh? You're gonna be using that chillax word, I think, for the next couple of weeks. Now, do you call Hyderabad and say, "Now, wait a minute, I want y'all to chillax, man"? Do you do that to him? You call up Dr. Turk and say, yo, Dr. Turk, chillax, man. Now that I would love to see. That would be funny. What do you think they'd say if you told them that?
Indian people are, in general, they're very polite and respectful. It's even if they disagree with you, it's a big, long spin. And but for the most part, they kind of like, yes, sir, we'll do the needful, and uh, rest assured, everything will be good. We'll take care of that. Things like that. Yeah, that's. But then they come up with a long, long story why it was impossible in their ability.
Chillax.
Underline their ability. So they said, okay, we're on it. We're creating a war room. That's what they use. It's like, I don't know. And yeah, for example, when things are urgent, important, it's a common thing, in most societies. I've noticed that they strive for a better life, and when they realize and recognize that you're doing something to their betterment, they respect you more. You become a major part of their life. They count on you. They like to talk to you, just like you now, more than just business. Okay? I understand what Chris was talking about. What's something you want us to know more that we don't know, or something? He was not talking about business.
Nope.
But a logical mind in New Jersey thinks only business.
You know the coolest thing I saw this year, Ash? Want to know the coolest thing that you said to us when you brought up the story about when you were that 14-year-old kid and you had those three choices?
13.
13. That was the coolest, I thought, the coolest story. I actually bragged about that for the next couple of days about you. You just didn't know because I was talking to completely strange people. But
So it is Dr. Ayman, who is my teacher in 1987.
wow. 13 years old. You're just, is that when you had ginger hair? You were a ginger?
No, it was brown. Like that's when I think from 10 and onward, I was turning to darker in my hair. And then the last couple of years, gray or whiter.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It works. It's okay. Age shows wisdom.
Yeah.
So is Dr. Iman fitting in nicely? Is he getting excited? Is he got his teeth into what he wants to do?
Well, he basically, you could say, one of those who traveled the world, and 40 years has been in the IT industry, just like half of, no, more than half of our staff probably were not born, okay, at the time. And for somebody to be a legendary and make a decision. No, I'm not retiring. Or doing so and so business or creating my own consultancy business or whatever. He could do any of that. Saw the vision with them passive, and the people that we have on board, and some you know, and some you don't even know. That is an easy decision for some of the recent people. They joined for because so and so is with us. And to them, that's a validation that we're doing something different. We're doing something unique, and they want to be a part of the journey. I can tell you the core, if you allow me to say, is expanding, and it's being enlarged. But I I think we will have to ask him directly. From what I see, is he has changed his life. He moved from a different place to be next to the office, and he literally asked for a place to sleep at the office. I will tell you a fun fact. He he's a bad smoker, and he cannot help himself from not smoking. So we would have to create a specific wing for him that he can smoke. You know, you're not allowed to smoke in a building.
Right.
Uh, so we would have, so we had to revamp a special suite for him where he can ventilators and no smoke alarm or uh, detector, and we just made it happen. He said the only thing I cannot quit is smoking. So we would have to make that exception for him. So he moved and he's asking to sleep at the office, and we justified his workplace to be there. He brought a bunch of doctors, a bunch of engineers from all across the globe. Some were moving them into Dubai, and some will remain where they are. We're opening another branch because we realize there's a group in another city that has a good crowd. So we said we're just going to open an office there this year. Uh, I mean, all those indications to me sound like he's excited. I uh, I like his style. Very, 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 very fast. And you're talking, he's taking notes and he's already finding solutions. By the time you finish your thought or an idea, you already have a structure for that, and who we're going to bring from Ireland or UK or whatever is going to be assigned to that. But he's working for Microsoft. What are you going to do? No, I'll bring him. That's how much he believes. So and so works for Oracle. Okay. That's why Collins has to be with us. Literally, people in the UK, in Ireland, in Germany, you name it, all over the place, in Sweden, and we just have incredible contacts, and all of them don't question when he say, "You come and work with me." Like somebody's working 15 years as a head in one of those companies. Google. Somebody's 20, like basically since the inception of Google. How are they going to come? I do it. Just like that. Man of few words, definitely. Notes. Monster note taker, like Janet, yourself, and of course Daryl and Peter, all the note takers. Very, 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 very good at taking notes. So he's one of those men, their action is louder than their words. So we'll have to ask him, how passionate are you? I mean, he's definitely.
He sounds pretty passionate already.
I would say this is definitely his last station. Bad smoker, I have to tell you that. He smokes like a chimney.
Really? I'll introduce him to Henry over here. Same way. He won't stop smoking. Drive me nuts. Yeah.
Does it tease you? Does it like?
Nope. I don't want nothing to do with cigarettes. I don't want nothing to do with tobacco, period. So,
Very good.
listen, if I would have still been smoking when I fell and I lost that lung, it'd have been 100 times worse. Let me tell you that. 100 times worse. There's a reason for everything. Remember that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Yeah. Once in a while, I say, I wish I can be on that smoke or crack when I see some people are so relaxed. But definitely, it is unhealthy. Yeah.
Dad,
Terrible. What?
Phil wants to go with me.
My dog's getting in my daughter's suitcase.
Yeah.
Come.
Take her with you. Save me some trouble.
It's always good, Ash, though, to have a little bit more insight into the minds and the personalities and all the rest of it of the people who are, I suppose, working behind the scenes. Obviously, we see the ones we see occasionally are, on the screen, but to actually listen to you talking about these people and the way you are certainly gives us a lot more insight into what goes on behind the scenes. I mean, you've just said that this guy's asked for a bed at work. I mean,
No joke. I'm not making this up.
Who does
I
that?
will tell you. He said, I like don't. We needed to get him a place to live in because he was in a different location. To relocate him, we said, yeah, we're gonna find. No, 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 no. Can you do that at work? No, come on. I don't even know if it's legal. It's not a hotel. But he said, then the closest spot.
Wow. And do you think, Ash, that a lot of the people who are coming now to collaborate and work with On Passive now is because of the look behind the curtains that they've had and the vision that you have of what you are trying to achieve, when they haven't been able to, I suppose, reach their full potential in where they're working because of constraints, whereas in On Passive it's completely the difference. Do you think that's one of the reasons why they come?
A couple of things, to be honest with you. So, for example, like when Dr. Ayman he is the connection with. I'll give you example. When he invites Dr. So and so from Manchester, okay, you're gonna come and work here, okay. That's it. So he is following the leader or the expert, is like that, and then the rest is just gonna follow automatically. All right. So that's one thing. Or let's say Dr. Susan, tell somebody to work, or this or that. I'm just saying names that you know. That's one thing. The other thing is when we're interacting in an event or something indirectly without a plan, and then I spot, for example, I say, I feel this person is knowledgeable about this topic, so we want them in on passive. And they do their magic, okay? They approach the person that, well, you already know, have an idea about on passive, okay? So now outside the themes, especially in other locations, for probably in a couple of countries, a couple on one hand, maybe it's not as known, or if it's known, it's kind of like negative reputation. But for the most part, we have a good buzz. Okay,
Yeah. No.
so consider U.S. I'm sorry, UAE. So when they're not digging deeper on the outside, yeah, I know this company. Oh, it's like one of like the main household brands. And secondly, they follow the people that are around. They've been working with them, and we've interacted, so they like to work with us. And we mentioned the name; they already know us, like a done deal. And they come and then they check the usual, and they see a couple of dumb videos, okay, or opinions. And to my knowledge, for the most part, so many, if not all, I can almost tell you, almost to 100% degree, they come and say, "This is how I see it. Uh, you're doing amazing. This is disruptive. This is incredible. But something wrong with your like online presence." Okay, everybody comes like that. This is not you. This is not who you are. This is not what we're talking about. It's almost like a different company. Is there something else? Is it so immediately they start coming up with ideas. We should fix this. We could do. What can we contribute to enhance this image and align with the facts? Okay, so almost everybody in that, and a good portion of them, Red and everyone, they start thinking, uh, I really want to fight harder for this company because I know what they're doing and they're being unfairly attacked, and I want to really be a part of showing who they really are. Okay, uh, we're pleased, and definitely like that. Uh, so the people that you see or you got to see, because they don't mind being there, or I've asked them, okay, but there are a number of people, they're either so busy or they're not like that used to speaking up publicly, or they don't want to make a commitment and all that. Everybody can talk, trust me, okay, but not everybody is available anytime just to come and hop on us having a conversation like right now. But I'm actually fortunate. Not only Dr. Ayman, I mean, going back to the conversation that thrilled me myself, I'm blessed. I mean, come on, these people are pioneers in the industry, and others, of course. To see them working with us and for us at the moment, and like they're becoming partners and like taking us uh, in a much faster pace to our goals. What else could you ask for? Like seriously.
No,
So
I mean, for me, it's really amazing to see. I mean, a lot of us here have been in part of the journey of On Passive from a long, long time ago to where we are here. I mean, I have to sort of take a step back sometimes to look at what we are, as a company, and that's just me. Look,
yeah, yeah,
and
I can
from
tell you something.
from
Allow me
well,
something. Well,
sure,
will you? Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah, sure,
um, there's an upcoming event next week or so, on the 5th.
yeah,
The
for the police,
yes, the summit. Okay. And so we've expanded that, obviously, with food and stuff and more marketing and all of that. Also, they want to feature all those departments, want to feature some videos about Ampasso. Another
wow,
pay. I said, okay, on their social media, on their now. I didn't plan that. I wouldn't even dare to ask for it. And because you're talking about like when you reflect back, then how can we quickly give them videos about a little bit about Passive? And when we start, okay, well, wait a minute, okay, Egypt, this event, that event, okay, India, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, last. So what we just did about a quick recap for 2023,
Oh yeah,
and we were like, oh my God, we did all that in 1 year. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
and good news, we have it on videos now, and we'll share them with you. I
Well,
love them.
I know how you feel anyway. I mean, every single Wednesday, I do 7 day recap, and by the time you go back 7 days and recap what's happened in a week, it's amazing how you forget what's happened in a week, let alone what's happened in a month or 6 months or a year or 5 years, you know. And sometimes you do need to take a step away to have a look. And, you know, you were talking about looking at the bigger picture. And that's a very true saying for so many people, isn't it? Sometimes people get very blinkered and focused in small areas
Yeah,
rather than saying, whoa, put the brakes on a minute. Let's just step back and have a look at the big picture. And it is a very true saying that you have to focus on what the goal is rather than the moment you're in at the moment. It really is. Somebody else say something. I'm talking too much.
yeah. No, it makes sense to me, and I want to remind you of something, which DeGarmo mentioned. Like we're approaching 6 years. Let's call it 5 years, okay? Um, Successful people don't plan a month ahead or a week. They plan 5 to 10 years increments of their life. Go to Mark Cuban, successful person. I don't know if he's known in the, or Kevin O'Leary, Canadian. Uh, or Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, those names, they don't plan a week at a time. 5, 10 years increments, 12 years sometime increment. And that's when you actually can weigh if you're having progress or if you actually made a good step. Success is not made in a bomb. That's probably fame or something that hits accidentally by luck. Success is made in increments. Daily increments yield into massive success over a long period of time. That's what I look at. So if you look at like if the increments of weeks or days, some days you have destructive days. Okay, not like that you have more to fix than uh, that you're progressing. Some days are amazing. Okay, you have multiple things in one day positively. Uh, but if you reflect on the overall, not to say 1 year, but now if I look back at, okay, the last 5 years increment, I never thought we would be here now. Like, I'm not saying to exist, I'm saying like to be at this level, though it might not be as crystal clear to the public, okay? Uh, but we know what we have and what's coming, okay? And I can tell you, I never thought we would be at this level. It's
Wow.
no way, no way. Now, that gives me the confidence or the evidence. It's a no-brainer to me, okay? What could happen in the next 5 years when you have all those engines ignited? I know who we have. I know who's coming. I know the projects. I know what projects they came up with. I know what we built. Things take time. So you want to focus on the accumulative effort. In business and life, you have good days, you have bad days. But if you're having something as good as on passive, the overall of it is massive.
And of course, the change it's going to do to so many people as well. I mean, you are in the lucky position of having the full map in front of you and knowing what you have. We from our end, we obviously read between lines, and we
Yeah.
look at the facts that we know, but also I think seeing you and the way that you deliver things as well, and obviously through Marty and Chris, we try and relay to others that this is the best business you're ever going to be in, because can't you see what our CEO can see? Look at the way and his enthusiasm, look at the people who work for us, look at the products we're going to have, look at how it's all been laid out. And if people can't see what is going to happen, then maybe it's just not for them.
Good point. Red, as well as if things go that exactly as you wish at first glance. First of all, you're not always right. So it's a good thing they don't go the way you want, because you get to exercise and experience, oh, there is, this loophole, or maybe there's a better way, or that's not the right way to do it. So you would have to go to the test, and, practical life is the real test. For the most part, if not 100% of the times, it doesn't go as easy. It doesn't go as you plan. You plan this way, but, oh well, the first challenge, the second hurdle, the third, the fourth, and then you overcome them. But at the end, you achieve that goal. Not as realistically easy as you thought. I don't want to say the word easy, but I think maybe not as doably.
Envisaged.
Yeah, you thought, okay, yeah, we always consider, a room of failure, or a frame of margin of mistakes, etc. That's but also add to it external uh, resistance, and then you reach it. Then when you set up a new goal, it's a done deal, because you've been through this hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Uh, I will tell you something that might give you a glimpse of the biggest thing you care about on passive, or at least the biggest segment of the population of on passive. Um, I had a few crazy pay structures in the beginning, and not considering that they're just going to be troubled, okay, from some nations, and then started to tweak. Okay, then as we go, so we've revised that hundreds of times to align with compliance and world regulations. Um, doesn't mean it's wrong, okay? It just, people are not used to it, or systems are not used to it, and then you end up, well, this got a bit far from the main track that we wanted to be on. And then internally, I start thinking, this is not right. I don't want it to go back from the original, to go away. And then I say, I have to revise the whole thing, come up with another one. And I go check, no, not acceptable. Or 40% is okay, the rest is not okay. Then you go back and revise back and forth, back and forth. So numerous of pay structure I've pitched and offered, and they're, so what that created is more tenacity and more persistence. I have to come up with something that even doesn't occur to their brain. That there's not even a scale that you can, think of. How do you even justify this? How do you even measure this? So it increases your will to come up with something that you cannot say no to it. And I need to come up with something even better because I want to prove that my initial intention, I was good about the intention, but not about the details and the mechanics. So how can I make a blend between both to be accepted and satisfy my conscience, but at the same time to justify what didn't go as wished for, to come up with something better. That's exactly what happened with the pay structure.
Fantastic.
So what you know is just the trouble part, okay, for now. But what I came up with, you're gonna hug me for that, high five
Well,
me, and some will kiss me.
I'm gonna quote what Marty DeGarmo always says. It doesn't matter whatever happens and whatever setbacks that you might think, Mr. Ashmifara always comes back with something better than you didn't expect.
I guarantee, okay, that there's no company, when you say like there's nothing better than Ambassador, yeah, I guarantee this is something that never happened before, and I doubt it would ever happen before after. The key is the willingness to give more. Then the rest will follow because typically there's no genuine desire to give that much or to give more.
Of course not.
So the problem is not in the mechanics to come up with an idea that is accepted in terms of legality and compliance and regulations. That is not the challenge. The challenge is the willing to give more. So we have it the other way, the upside down. We had it where we want to give more, and that is like surpassing all the norms, okay? And you want to give more, and the intention is there. So you end up having, okay, one way to do it. You got to invent something. So you stretch that little brain capacity and come up with something, yeah. And so the how is always the last part in our calculation. We don't think of the how. Is the main thing is what you want to do. And I guarantee what we're willing to give, what we're willing to do is unmatched. I guarantee that.
Amazing.
You cannot say the word I guarantee unless you really guarantee. I guarantee nobody want to give what we want to give or willing to. So the mechanics are 20% of the game. Nothing. You'll find a way.
Well,
But the
thank you,
psychology and the willingness to do it. When I tell you we're going to change this earth, literally. Not
somebody
smoke.
else take it away. I've been talking all the time. Sorry.
All right.
You give me the royal wave there, Chris.
I get talking.
No, we stopped him his plan. I really enjoyed this break with you in this afternoon, and it was really pleasant to connect and just have a casual chat. I always enjoy this, and I'm kind of like warming up so we can have a more productive dialogue tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
I love you all. God bless
Thank you,
you.
Ash.
Thank you, brother.
We're winning. We're winning. Okay.
That's all we do.
That's what we do. Take care. I leave. You close this out. Whatever you do. Okay. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Ash. Bye.
Okay, let's repeat. Ash wears a 10.5. I'm just kidding.
Red wears a 10. Little feet.
Sorry.
No, Red, I'm glad you talked. Questions I would have had. They're the same.
Red. Say sorry.
If I get talking, I'll start coughing on them. There you go.
Well, do you know something? I think everybody would agree that we've had a little peek behind those curtains today.
Yeah. But you know, the truth, none of this surprises me.
No,
I knew. About your hand. Oh,
Absolutely.
they got two pair. No, just wait. You don't know what you have. You might have a full house. So,
blown away.
Yeah, always.
Well, so you guys all
hear this is anything like tomorrow night's going to be, guys. Don't miss it.
I know, right?
So we can see how much we're loved. The number's completely dropping since Ash left.
That's what they will drop quick. You'll think the total number thing is broken.
We're gonna go down. Well, the heck with all you guys.
Well, hey, listen, unlike you, Chris, we've all been here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were harassing people.
Well, I have to, I like to.
Robin, are you still there?
I like the light to shine on other people, so I let you guys have
I am still here, but I'm staying to keep your numbers up.
Good one, Robin.
Good answer, Robin. Good answer.
Yeah, you're always right. Remember that.
So everyone with all your groups that I can't stand, I know Ron had just made a poster for tomorrow. Let's break some records tomorrow and get a lot of people back in track with what a pass is really all about and what it's doing. So
I think there's going to be some good information tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't even need that poster. Just say Ash is going to be on Rano Minnow tomorrow. Bring what you got and let's have some fun, have a good conversation. So, you know what time it is?
Hit that button.
Time to go get
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن شاء الله تكونوا بخير من الإخوة والأخوات. إذن سنقوم بإيقاف هذا البث المباشر لأن كما ترون مستر أش قد غادر اللقاء لأسباب العمل، لذلك سوف نترقب الملخص في المكتب الخلفي. وتحياتي للجميع والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.